Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Dia about to react to this vid by Antonio Talks. It's titled Asian Store Owner Acquitted After the Murder of Cyrus Belton. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I just reacted to this video where Antonio talked about this situation, and I was wondering, like, oh, what happened with this case? And apparently, he just got off after killing this child, killing this 14-year-old boy, who I guess stole some water from his store or something, and they thought that it was acceptable for him to chase him down and shoot him over a bottle of water. Let's see what the details are, though. Let's watch.
There's a dark cloud over my hometown city of Columbia, South Carolina right now. Last night, Rick Child was found not guilty of the murder of 14-year-old Cyrus Belton that happened back in 2023. Now, you don't know what happened. Let me give you a quick synopsis of the situation. Back in 2023, Cyrus Belton, a black teenager, went inside a gas station that I frequently went to. I wasn't an everyday customer, but whenever I went on that side of town, I would go into that store to get gas or something that I needed. Anyway, though, upon going into the store, the owners immediately tell him to put his bag in front of the door.
Whenever I was in the hood and I went to these Asian stores and they had like that aggressive, weird energy, I would leave. Like, nah, you're not about to fucking racially profile me. You're not about to walk around and follow me. You're not about to talk to me crazy either. I'm out. And that is a very common thing when you live in urban areas where you will have these Asian, store owners be very disrespectful to the black people who live in that neighborhood. And it's like, you came here to open a business, but you don't like black people and you disrespectful every time you see them and thinking all of them stealing. Granted, some of them are stealing. You in the hood, you set up shop in the ghetto, all right, where people are poor. Surprise, surprise, people gonna steal when they're poor, all right, no matter what neighborhood you are in. But yeah, some of them would be disrespectful, and I never supported them, whether it be a beauty supply store, liquor store, or whatever the case. Mainly back then, though, when I was growing up in these areas, it wasn't more so that, oh, they're being racist, which of course I knew it had to do with my race as well, but more so I was just being a hard-headed kid. Like, you're not about to talk to me crazy. Fuck you. Like, fuck this stuff, because I don't like how they talking to me. I don't like how they looking at me. It was more so me being rebellious in that sense. But, yeah, that was definitely a very common thing. If you lived in a black neighborhood, you would commonly come across, these Asian stores, and some of them would be not so nice. Some of them were cool, but some of them not so much. And yeah, you could tell by the way she was talking. Put your back there.
What is it about?
And I mean, he did end up stealing, it appears. But it's like, you don't need to talk to people like that and just assume that everybody's stealing, because not everybody is stealing. He was, but they would treat everybody like that.
This story is that they often profiled a lot of black people, even though they're in the smack middle of the hood. Why do y'all purposely come to our neighborhood, sell us poison, do this and that, and also profile us? Like, why not just go set up a store around the people y'all want to be around, the white folk?
Because it's cheaper in the black area. So it's like, hey, this is all we can afford. We got to be, here in the hood. Oh, fuck all y'all who are around here. We want y'all money, but fuck all y'all. That's what it gives.
Okay. Anyway, right, this is a pattern we see with all of these non-black people that come into our neighborhoods, make all this money off of us, and then still treat us like shit. Anyway, though, right, he go into the store, he puts his bag down, and while he's walking through the store, the owners are watching him. I mean, it literally reminds you of the scene from Menace to Society. Y'all know the lady that was following old dog. This is the exact.
All of them say don't be a menace. I mean, both. Hurry up and buy it. But yeah, they both depicted that. But yeah, I mean, because that's very real.
Same thing that happened, right? They're following him. He then opens up the freezer, grabs 4 water bottles. He then puts the 4 water bottles back. He walks to the front of the store, grabs his bag, and as he do so, you see a little commotion.
Okay, my bad. If he didn't take the water, my bad. I do recall watching the vid, and they said that, I thought they said the water bottles fell out his pockets. Or was it the gun that fell out his pocket? I don't remember. Sorry if that's wrong. Maybe he didn't steal anything.
They assume he stole a water bottle. A water bottle, right? And to be fair, no one should steal. And as an owner, I wouldn't want people stealing out of my store as well. But the thing about this is like, Chow is at the register attending to a customer. And he sees Cyrus, who supposedly stole a water bottle. So Cyrus leaves and the owner comes all the way from the back with his son, run out of the store for $1 water bottle. He didn't steal it, by the way, okay? Now they did chase him, I believe, over 100 yards out. Keep in mind, Cyrus is a 14-year-old boy. So I can imagine the fear that's going on through his mind. Me personally, I wouldn't have ran over and been like, bro, just look, I didn't steal nothing. Leave me the fuck alone, you know? But he didn't do that. So he runs away. And this is how scared he is, y'all. He runs out of his shoes. He drops his phone. And basically what ends up happening is Cyrus Belton is shot in the back. I believe Rick Chow stated that he was in fear for his son's life. At the scene, a gun was found. But so what? If Cyrus was really going to, you know, harm them...
He would have turned around and shot y'all bitch ass, but he didn't. He's probably carrying a gun because of situations like this where people get shot, black people specifically, get shot for just existing, all right? So apparently he didn't even steal the water bottle. My bad. I misheard from the other vid. It seems like the gun fell out of his pocket, not a water bottle. But yeah, and it is very common to carry when you're in the South. I said that in the other vid as well. So he's keeping a gun on him for protection. People are scared. And look, he's running because he's a kid. He's fucking scared. So even though he got the gun on him, he's probably scared to use it when it comes down to it. And y'all shot him while he was running away. This legal system is trash.
He would have just shot them then and there. And what you gotta realize is that in that area, y'all know how I feel about street life. I don't condone any of it, but I understand. That area is a bad area. So he had a gun on him for protection. And what you notice is that all of these, non-black people, they are so cool with everybody expressing their American rights, having
And the crazy part is he probably would have had a better chance at living if he did turn around and bust at them. Okay, probably could have gotten one of them or something, and then they stop, because scared trying to help the other one, which is fucked up to say, but it's like, it's fucked up to kill a child as well. So maybe he should have turned around and started shooting at y'all, because what the fuck, why are you chasing him over a $1 water? Like, excuse me, and then you take a gun out and shoot at him when he's running away? He ran out of his shoes? I don't understand how he got off. This is crazy. Who was on the jury? That's the real question.
The amendment right until it's a black person. But anyway, they found the gun on the scene. And supposedly Rick Chow was like, he was about to shoot my son, so I had to kill him, yada, yada. Rick Chow states that Cyrus was pointing the gun. But pretty much every other eyewitness says that Cyrus didn't have anything in his hands. And yesterday, y'all, Rick Chow was found not guilty. This shit broke my heart, dog. Me and my wife was listening to it in the car. We was in the car with our 3 kids, and we was on the way to get something for them, and she was playing the case, and I was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, bro, they gonna find him guilty of something. I was like, man, it's 2026. I'm just trying to think positive. I'm like, yeah, man, ain't no way he gonna get away with this shit. Boom, not guilty, nigga. My heart dropped. I'm like, what?
That's fucked up.
And bro, it just reminded me of Trayvon Martin back when in 2012? And I didn't even understand that at the time like that. I was like, 10 or 11 years old? I just remember Trayvon Martin, he was walking and got killed. Now, I didn't really understand. But now to see in 2026 another situation like this happening, dog, it's like, what is going on, man? I damn near shed a tear last night just thinking about it and just how frustrated, bro. But to be fair again, it's really the prosecution's fault, right? In South Carolina, there is no first or second degree murder. It's just murder. Premeditated murder, right? So basically, the prosecution set it up that it was premeditated murder from Rick Chow. That was what he was being charged for, not manslaughter, not second, yada, yada. So instead of them going for a lesser charge, like manslaughter, if it was manslaughter, he most definitely probably would have been found guilty. They didn't set up any other lesser charge. And I guess
if
it was
I was in this neighborhood, I would give them hell.
Hard to prove.
You ain't gonna kill one of our kids, our black kids in the area, and think you about to just keep carrying on with business like nothing happened. Oh. you think you had something to worry about before.
That this was premeditated by Rick Chow, even though he had other instances of profiling people, the jurors they didn't decide that. Yeah, man, it's just an all around sad situation, bro, and it's just been eating at me. And in my city, man, I've been going on Facebook, I'm seeing everybody mad, everybody out in the streets right now. They at the gas station. Apparently they sold it, but they kind of still own it, so a lot of people are up there right now trying to get that shit shut back down. And I just tell everybody, like, man, all of that ain't really gonna do nothing. All that protesting in the streets and doing all this yada yada hoop rate, it ain't gonna do shit. What we really got to start doing is standing on business. Stop shopping at these stores. Mm-hmm. Stop going to the nail salon. Stop going to the Chinese food spots. Stop going to the fucking try to just go to mostly black-owned businesses. And I know it's hard. That's the thing. It's hard as fuck because we rarely own shit. Stop going to these hair stores. We really got to make a stand and just show.
No, we got black hair stores here in LA, so. I actually go to a couple.
that we not to be fucked with. What needs to be done is, you know, we make a stand and we have more solidarity as a black community. Support each other, have each other backs more. And what happened to Cyrus is something that happened to a young lady by the name of Latasha, I'm not sure her last name, but I think it was in California, and a lady killed her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, bro, it repeat. We see this shit, it repeats. That's why I talk about the past all the time. Be like, oh my God, bro, you're such a victim. Shit repeat, bro. Shit repeat, man. And just even the amount of, like, you know, even on the Asian community, bro, I don't know what the fuck y'all been on, man. All this with Japanese Twitter, with Chinese Natasha dolls, with the Chinese going over and harassing the black kids, like, it has been so much shit going on within the Asian community on black people. And if we was really the violent, you know, group of people that they make us out to be, man, them folks would have been done dealt with. But yeah, dog, it's a very sad moment for my state and my city right now. And if you guys didn't know, Carmelo Anthony is about to go on trial soon. Carmelo Anthony is a 17-year-old who had to defend himself against two white boys. They came into his tent. He had a little knife on him for protection, and he did what he had to do. He's about to go on trial right now for the murder of that. And man, just seeing how the system did. Cyrus, I'm so scared for Carmelo, right? So I've been, you know, trying to not really get in contact, but I've been supporting him. I think I donated. Y'all should go donate to Carmelo as well, and just get him ready, because we see how this system do black boys. There is no grace for us. Our boys are seen as grown adults, and like, man, I'm just, you know, I'm scared for him. I really feel like it, bro. I see Carmelo as like one of my little brothers. I see Cyrus.
What is the argument though? Is he gonna talk about that? I want to know why did he get off? Like, what was the argument? What did they say?
That's one of my little brothers, my little cousin. Like, I see all of y'all as family, dog. And just for that shit to happen, bro, I damn near, like, you know, done broke down, shed a tear and shit, man. And yeah, as we can see, bro, this the gas station right now. Everybody out there mad. And you know, the sad truth is, like I stated, bro, time gonna go on. People gonna forget. You know, life gotta keep going on. Sad thing, bills gonna have to get paid, and everything is gonna go back to normal. That's the frustrating thing about it. You know, we gonna be mad for right now, but this shit gonna go back. Like, just look at Trayvon Martin. I keep, you know, I'm gonna keep comparing this shit to Trayvon Martin, because just the whole way that shit went about. You know, he killed Trayvon, cold blood, got off on him. Signing Skittle bags, all type of shit, right? People dressing up as Trayvon for Halloween. Niggas still walking around right now. You know? Everybody done forgot about him. It's gonna happen again, man. Man, I swear to God, dog. That's, man.
How is it possible to be this evil? A 14-year-old comes in your gas station. You accuse him of stealing 4 water bottles, and before he heads out the gas station, he flattens out his hoodie pockets and shows you that he doesn't have anything. You and your son chase him down for almost 2 football fields and shoot him in the back. 3 eyewitnesses say that the boy never brandished a gun or showed a gun to anybody. He was running for his fucking life, and you killed him. Even if he did steal, which he didn't, it was $4 worth of product that you killed him over. And South Carolina jury just found you not guilty. Being black in America is like just living in a constant 24-hour nightmare, bro. And nobody believes you. Nobody.
That's the thing, y'all. I'm telling you, bro. They'll be like, oh, you're a victim. Look, I say we got niggas in fucking the little basic logic, nigga, all the way in where? Somewhere in Europe, trying to tell us what we go through in black America. Asian motherfuckers that never dealt with us, telling us what we deal with in America. Like, it's so fucking frustrating, bro.
Believes that it's fucked up for you and that people hate you for no reason. Right. And it's all a joke to them because they don't have to deal with things like this. So it's so far-fetched from the reality that they live in that they just think it's fan fiction. It is, how evil do you have to be to find this man not guilty? One of the most open and closed textbook hate crimes that I've
literally, bro. Man, something got to be done.
Ever fucking witness. Ever. And he's not guilty. He killed a teenager that was running away from him. Expert opinions, eyewitnesses, not guilty. I have no words for this shit, bro.
So the fatal bullet entered the victim, 14-year-old victim, Cyrus Carmichael, in the right lower back, right? Traveled through his body and struck his heart. So you hit him in the back. So how did he manage to point something at you if your shot hit him in the back?
Yeah, that don't make sense.
That's crazy, right? First of all, you chased him, he didn't steal anything, and then you popped him in the back, and then you called self-defense. Right? Stuff like this is gonna keep happening, bro, until our race of people learn to separate. It is going to keep happening, bro.
That's just the sad truth, bro. I keep telling people it's not about us wanting to be racist and feel like we better than everybody by separating, bro. It seems that nobody will respect us as a people until we do for our own, until we able to establish this by ourselves, establish that by ourselves, with no help from outsiders. We don't need shit from y'all. We can build it up on ourselves. And the sad thing is, like, bro, I feel like if black people would have conquered the world and did what Europeans did, we wouldn't be dealing with this right now. They wouldn't be fucking with us. We would have that respect. But ultimately, I think this is what, you know, just makes everything look worse. And which I hate this for the black youth, man. We gotta stop glorifying these gangs and shit, bro. But Cyrus, he posted a Let's just watch it.
Posted a video on his Instagram the night before carrying what appeared to be the same gun, wearing the same red hoodie. The investigator confirmed it.
Already just showing that, it's paying him out to be a fucking savage, posting this gun like this.
Same outfit, same light on the barrel. On cross-examination, defense walked the investigator through everything Cyrus had with him that day. An empty backpack with just some papers inside. No money, no wallet, no credit cards, no ability to pay for anything. And a loaded 9mm pistol with a laser attachment. Illegally possessed, and his DNA confirmed on the weapon. But then came the moment the defense couldn't recover from. The prosecution stood back up and asked, when Cyrus walked out of that store on May 28th, 2023, was he walking or running? Walking. Was he combative with the Chows, or was he polite? Very polite. What were Rick Chow and his son doing when they left the store? Hauling ass, running after him, screaming. And what did Cyrus do when two grown men came running at him and screaming? He appeared to be scared and took off running. The investigator confirmed what every witness had already said. Cyrus didn't steal anything. He didn't threaten anyone inside that store. He walked out politely. And when grown men ran at him...
And the fact that they brought a gun with them, like... I don't know if you already had that on you. It's like you grabbed the gun, like, just in case we gotta kill him.
He ran. He ran out of his shoe. He dropped his backpack. He fell twice. He tried to get up, and he was shot in the back over a football field away from where it started. The defense asked the investigator if he'd ever been in a situation where someone pointed a gun at a loved one in front of him. He said no. Different situation. The defense said. The investigator agreed. Because in his situation, he never chased a child down the street and pulled the trigger.
As black people, the best thing I say is to get up on y'all knowledge, stay healthy, and try to support black-owned businesses as much as possible.
Agreed, and definitely don't support businesses where, the owners are clearly racially profiling you, following you around the store, thinking that you're going to steal or being disrespectful. That is a telltale that you need to get the hell out of there. But yeah, very sad situation. I do wonder what his legal team argued, though, because how can you claim self-defense when you shot him in the back? I don't understand how he was able to get off. Clearly the jury, voted in his favor, and it just makes me wonder what the jury looks like, because, this is a very wild situation. But RIP to this little boy. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.